It's been a while since we talked to you. Just what have these last few weeks been like for this team?
A lot of excitement, going to the playoffs, having this opportunity. A lot of us came here for this reason, played in some meaningful games and some high games. So a lot of excitement going in there, trying to play our best ball.
It feels like a lot of people rallied around Pete, just from your perspective. Is that accurate?
For sure, 100%. Just his attitude going into this, and his motto, just spot the ball. We're going to go out there and play hard. Doesn't matter where it's at, who it is, go out there and dominate.
And how much, if you'll help me clue me in, did the offensive guys kind of interact with Pete before versus now? Did y'all get to know him much on offense, or is it pretty segmented?
Not that much. I mean, he's a defensive coach, so we kind of don't really see him that much. But, just kind of talking like bits in there, throughout the whole season. But now, since he is the head guy, just kind of making those relationships stronger.
Now that it's done, how much of a distraction was it? I know you guys didn't affect you guys on the field. Y'all won games, but off the field in the locker room, how much was all of the speculation a distraction, if at all?
I can only speak on myself because I'm not really sure about the other boys, But for me, it really wasn't that distracting. I treated it as business as usual. He had a decision to make, and he made his decision, but that doesn't take away from us, and what we're going to do out there. So it is what it is, We just kind of kept a clear mind and a clear head going forward that no matter what happens, we still have a job to go out there and do.
Is there any motivation at all to, I guess, perform in a way that proves that it wasn't all about him and that you guys played a role in that success as well?
Well, we know in our rooms that it's all about us. So it's not really going out there and proving someone or showing this or that. We're just going to go out there and believe in ourselves and show everyone what we've been doing this whole season.
How helpful is it to have a guy in your room specifically, in Harrison Wallace, who was in the playoffs last year and has been through this before?
Very helpful. He kind of just tells us a lot, how long this whole process is, how we have to keep staying mentally engaged, focus on the small details. Because later on this season, you play better teams, so you can't really make so small mistakes and stuff like that.
I know you mentioned it a little bit earlier, but for you coming in and transferring this past offseason and making a hard decision to figure out where you wanted to go, how does this kind of emotionally feel for you in terms of making that hard decision to leave Oklahoma State, being here now, getting the opportunity to showcase your skills at the highest level in the college football playoff?
It feels great, man. There's no place I'd rather be. It feels great being here, with this opportunity. Not only just, me as a person, as a player, but just for this whole university, Really, I wanted to be a part of something special, and I feel like I found that here.
Coach Charlie Weiss Jr., your OC, leaves. Now he's back. Your thoughts on him back in the room calling the plays?
Great, Gives us our best chance to win. I'm glad he's here to help us out and finish this whole thing. What was that?
Sorry, how much changes without George McDonald, who's kind of leading you guys? Oh, sorry. What do you think of the Tulane rematch? Does that make things easier preparing for that game?
It makes it easier because we've played them already, so we kind of know what to expect, but also we're going to go out there and play our best ball, knowing that they've had a whole season after that, basically, to play also. So knowing that they're going to go out there and give us their best, so we will do the same also.
You can expand on that. How big is it to have Charlie back, and what maybe specifics, comfort-wise or just scheme-wise, helps so much with him in the room?
Just knowing that we're gonna keep doing what we've been doing all season. So nothing's really changing. We're gonna keep playing our ball, keep going out there and trying to score points. Thank you, guys.